What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subscribed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. I just want to talk about this quickly, guys, and get your thoughts in the comment section. Listen, I'm no Bethany Frankel fan, but when it comes to business, for the most part, she has extremely done well and has leveled up. And some may say, yeah, it's the privilege of it all. And if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. I'm not going to get into the details of that right now. And what she just recently said about Kelly Rowland is like, girl, get up out of here. Because even though you are doing well in business and you are successful, Kelly Rowland is a superstar, and no decision that she can make is going to put her as wrong in my eyesight. So she can't sit and give Kelly Rowland any professional advice, because when Kelly Rowland decided that she did not want to be a part of this guest hosting gig for the Today Show, whatever the reasons may be, I don't care. Girl, get up and leave if that's what you want to do. And I applaud you for doing so, putting your foot down and teaching people how to treat you. So I'm okay with that. But neneleakes is another story. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because we know that recently Nene, she did a hosting thing, whatever you want to call it, on this show that comes on the Zeus network called Baddies. I have never seen the show. I have no desire to ever watch it. And you know what's funny? Because I was thinking about this when I saw this little clip of Nene on the Neighborhood Talk after hosting this reunion for this show. I said, you know what? I believe this show because it's ran by Nene, who used to be on the show, the Bad Girls Club, that used to come on the Oxygen Network when that used to be a network many years ago. I used to watch that show, but that was so long ago. Honestly, it's like, wow, it was so long ago. And I watched the show, sneaking to watch it, to be honest with you, because I didn't want my husband to know I was watching that bullcrap. But it was interesting and entertaining. But what I will say also is I only watched maybe like the first 4 seasons. But the premise of the show was supposed to be about girls who are coming of age, you know, between the ages of, I don't know, maybe like 18 to 24. And they have had either a bad upbringing, or maybe the upbringing wasn't so bad. Maybe they came from a great household, but they were rebellious in some ways and troubled. And the premise of the show was supposed to be about making a turn for the better in your life. So if you go back and you watch that show, you will see that that was the premise of the show, especially the first season. I remember it. And then over time, maybe after, I don't know how many seasons, but like I said, I think I watched like the first 4 seasons, maybe the first 3 or 4 seasons. After that, I stopped watching it because then it just became about the girls fighting each other in the house and sleeping around. And I'm just not into that. Okay. But the first and definitely the second season, which if you are familiar with Tanisha Thomas, she was on the second season of the Bad Girls Club. And for those of you who are listening to this, let me know in the comment section if you would like me to maybe review the first few seasons of that show, because it actually comes on Tubi. And I used to watch that show back in the day, and it was such a long time ago now, but you couldn't pay me to watch Baddies. But anyway, just going off on a little bit of tangent about that and getting back to the topic right now, Nene doing the guest hosting thing for this reunion for this show Baddies, which is, I guess, like an offspring of what the Bad Girls Club was, used to be. But the Bad Girls Club gone to hell, in my personal opinion. Is like, it makes the Bad Girls Club look like they were in church, in my personal opinion. Just based on the things that I've seen, because this Baddies show, I believe, is what, maybe I could be wrong, but I think this is what produced Krishan Rock, if I'm not mistaken. And you see the hot mess of what that is, right? So anyway, Nene hosting this, it's like, girl, what were you thinking? And listen, I guess a check is a check. And when you have to do what you have to do to live close to the lifestyle that you've become accustomed to, then if they're offering you the opportunity to do that and you're going to get paid, I guess you got to do what you got to do. But this is such a downgrade from what she used to do. And the fact of the matter is, I believe that if she had not severed what she and Bethany were about to do, even though, in my personal opinion, I felt like Bethany was using Nene in a way. I said that before and I still stand on it. But yet and still, Nene could have been equally benefited by using her as well to springboard off of that, because I don't believe that Bethany would have just used her to grift off of her for her podcast. She probably would have helped to springboard her into something that was going to be definitely more of an up level than her going to host the reunion of the Baddies show where you've got these chicks fighting each other on stage. This makes what she was doing on the Real Housewives of Atlanta's reunions look like, you know, they were just all in the church choir. So Nene going to the Zeus network to host this is just really not a good look in my personal opinion, and definitely a downgrade. Or in Nene's words,
the ghetto.
So I'm sorry, I could not resist that. But yeah, I'm not here to knock Nene. You do what you got to do, I guess, and I understand it. You have bills to pay. You've now got these judgments with not paying the rent on the former Lanithia Lounge, the tax debts, and the other things that have come out recently. Not here to make fun of those things. I'm definitely not. Just speaking what's real. But when people speculated she was going to be getting back with Bravo and possibly coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because they said she was following Bravo, Bravo was following her back, she had severed her ties with Bethany and I guess took the mentions of the podcast thing that they were doing together off of her social media. And even Bethany had commented on it to say, look, I mean, girl, I guess you got to do what you got to do. But I felt like that would have been an opportunity for her to springboard herself, not back to Bravo or back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but away from those platforms, but still being able to do something great because she has her following. She has a large following. And it's unfortunate because I've talked about this before, but I feel that Nene is lazy. She wants things to be given to her. She wants opportunities to be given to her. And honestly, that's some people. Not everyone is a boss. Not everyone is a business owner. I truly have no issue with not everyone being an entrepreneur. But if you claim that they blackballed you and then you have the opportunity to work with someone that's doing well, like she was marveling over Bethany's estate, don't you think that that could have been an opportunity for her to up-level her life and do better versus just getting back on her YouTube channel and doing a few videos from her bed and just sitting and talking about whatever? I just really felt that it was a missed opportunity. She missed the opportunity, and then she's going to the Zeus network to host the Baddies reunion.
Bitch, your first reunion, bitch. How you feel, bitch? They want you out.
I was asleep.
I live.
Don't get these necklaces off me, first of all.
So yeah, they wore her out, she said. And he said, your first reunion. So maybe this is more to come for her in the Zeus network. I'm not here to say that Zeus is paying her pennies. Obviously, she wouldn't have accepted the gig if that's what it was. But the look of it all, it's a downgrade. I don't care how you try to slice it, okay? And so I just wanted to talk about that briefly, guys, and get your thoughts about it in the comment section so you can let me know what you think. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.